Okay, that's the 10 seconds safety. We made it. We made it through the rain. Okay. Easy wizzy. Let's get busy. Make a wish. Okay. After 3, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on. You have to breathe in again. It's got to be a positive wish for you, not a negative wish for anybody else. Okay. Otherwise, it won't come true. It'll come back to bite you on the boondocks. Okay. 3, 2, 1. There you go. May all your hopes and dreams come true. Well, that one anyway. As long as it involves me. No, there's no condition on that. Okay. Now, the other thing I just want to do is, if anybody's having any love-fying problems, you could hurry yourself down to Esoteric Shop or you can get some Mookie marbles. It's generally one slightly bigger than the other. I better not put my palm. People might do weird things. Generally, one is bigger than the other. And they're a bit like those Chinese medicine balls, you know, that go ding, 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 ding. Obviously, they don't do that. But from what I gather, they've stopped allowing them to be picked up from the reservations. So what's in the stock is it. It's a bit like in the ivory. So I don't know about the future of them. So if you haven't got any, run. Okay. But what I'm going to do here, if there's a masculine and a feminine there, or you know, whatever mix and match you fancy in that, him and her and her, doesn't matter. It's only one room in the house, isn't it? So this is, sadly, it's not very pretty, but it's called the Goddess Stone. There's an awful lot of power in that. If you put that in one of those cages and turn it into a pendulum, it goes around like a helicopter. So if you feel as though you're with the wrong person, let's just chuck a bit of oomph in the mix. Let's separate these two for a little while. So if you think you're with the wrong person or there's any problems, let's put a bit of goddess energy in there. Give it a good jiggle about a bit. What I do for YouTube, then we'll take the third party out again, and hopefully we'll put you back in your bag. Let no man put us under. All right. I don't know if you tune into that. This imagery, isn't it? So, in tonight's offering, we're going to have the Hieronymus Bosch deck, which is a fun deck, as the physical. And then we're going to have the Jungian Tarot and its archetypical imagery, as the head plumber deck. And we've got Madamendara. I love this deck. It's worth getting the book actually, because I mean, even if you don't want to get the cards, you can actually, this section here, you can just flip through this. Just choose the card that way. But there's there was anyway. This lovely Wheel of Fortune thing, where if you want to find a question, something you start off somewhere, then you choose numbers and go around, then you get your answers that way. That's a Wheel of Fortune thing. You've got palmistry. You got the I Ching hexagrams, and you got elemental stuff. You got runes. What's that one? Oh, Seal of Solomon. All kinds of it. So angels and demons, Kabbalah stuff, other card systems, fairy folk, labyrinth, candles, dowsing, crystals, amulets, sigil creations, and you got the Enochian, you know, old alphabets like the Enochian alphabet and stuff like that. There we go. Alphabet of the Magi and other stuff. So it's a really good reference book. I would thoroughly recommend that to anybody. But for tonight, we're just going to use it for the Marvendaras, the cards. So we'll leave those up there. And bring these down here. So ding time. I have to summon up the magical, mystical words. Talk to me in the Himalayas. But a very well thought of Shaolin monk. A descendant of Beatrice Lilly. Shushao. Shushao. I can't do it. Okay. We're going to ding the demons downstairs. And let's hope they stay. They keep leaking back up though, don't they? Right? You just got to look at them and tell them to be gone. So anyway, because it's fear that they prey on. When you stand up to them and tell them you're not going to be tempted, and B, you're not going to be frightened, and they disappear, don't they? That's the equivalent of shining a light on them. So we're going to ask St. Dunstan, with them gone, we're going to ask the Pure White Spirit Light, St. Dunstan, angels and archangels, my wonderful spirit guides. Yeah, St. Dunstan, yeah, we'll have him. St. Rita, she was quite good last time, so we'll have all that lot in. We'll just give them time to get seated. You're right, don't fight over it. Stop it, you two. Yeah? Okay. So they're ready. And we ask for guidance. I don't know why, but maybe in a love matter. I'm getting a bit of Leo love. Don't know why, but there you go. Shu Shao. Ding Fu Puk. So let's see what they... Oh, it's there. It's a very difficult angle, this. Oops, missed it. Okay. Let's see what Marvendara's got for us. So this will be the basis of the reading. Ooh. Conflict and danger lie in wait. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, Norman. How's your mother? Okay. So let's just see how that's manifesting itself into the real world. Or how you're dealing with it. Do you know, I'm not. I'll tell you a little story in a minute. That card came out in a reading I did for somebody yesterday. It's a neat, evil little critter, isn't he? Right? The Baron of Skates. Yeah, he's not a nice person. Well, he's not nice energy. There you go. But that's in the past, so you're obviously dealing with it. What have we got here? Ooh. The King of Books. going forwards. Ooh, the sin of wrath. Easy with that. Let's get you another one, because these sins are only temptations, aren't they? If you manage to swerve it, where's that going to lead you? I think that needs another card. Ooh. We got the Magician. I'll read it out, but it didn't hit, so there's flavors of Le Battleur. Yeah. Oh, crikey, that's a big melting pot. Yeah. Number 9, Illumination. Looks like a pressing pot for Essence of Man, that Barbarella, isn't it? Well, there you go then. So put those. Well, your future's going to be a bit longer than your past anyway. So let's focus on that, and then we'll get the no. Silly me, we need the head case cards out first, don't we? What you didn't get was the Devil, the Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So, in the past then, Queen of Cups. With the Tower. What's going on right here, right now? King of Swords. Was he just out? I can't remember. Did he just pop out? But you got him again, whether you like it or not. That's the way it works around here. King of Pentacles. Wow, you've got all court cards down here. Maybe you're talking to too many people. Okay. Let's just go like that. Well, that's a better angle, isn't it? There we go. So, the dagger. Mother and daughter. And I read. Here we go. Let's get a bit of light. The dagger is a symbol of danger, conflict and adversity, signifying that trying times loom on the horizon. This may manifest as a strong clash of opinions or possibly a physical confrontation. We see, well, that's not, yes, with a bit of wrath coming in there, and this Baroness, yeah, be careful, Leo. Don't allow a minor conflict or argument to evolve into a serious fight. Disarm the situation before it escalates to something more severe. The dagger is also a symbol of loss and physical harm that warns to be on your guard. Beware of backstabbers and oh my goody aunt. When you go around to this card, you're, well, look at this one here. Look what he's got in his hand there. Do Leo, be careful, all right? Get some chainmail. I know it's a bit hot, but get some chainmail. Let's go with that again. The dagger is also a symbol of loss and physical harm that warns you to be on your guard. Beware of backstabbers and thieves. Protect yourself by heightening your awareness of possible threats. Be alert to things happening behind your back and be ready to defend yourself and safeguard your belongings. The dagger can be either a creative or destructive force, depending on the intent of its bearer. The dagger can deal a minor cut or a deep piercing stab that may be fatal. Use your strengths in proper measure to achieve the precise results you desire. Don't waste time with unnecessary formalities surrounding a fleeting opportunity. Cut to the heart of the matter. The dagger is easily concealed, allowing you to keep your most powerful asset hidden, yet close at hand. Don't reveal your secret strengths until you need to use them. The dagger foretells that a new venture will require little effort if you hone your skills and utilize them to your best advantage. Let's read that again. The dagger foretells that a new venture will require little effort if you hone your skills and utilize them to your best advantage. The dagger is also an instrument of severance. In this regard, the dagger signifies a time to cut ties with things that are holding you back, free yourself of excess baggage that has no use or worth. Make a clean cut from the past. Right. And buy some flowers and come and see somebody new. What's the next one? So we've got all that issue going on there. So Hieronymus Bosch. Hieronymus Bosch. So this, what he does is he has human nature, but it's like, I mean, this was 1500s. It was like pre-Disney. Okay, so he morphs animals. It's slightly demonic in its way. Some of the, obviously you've got humans as well, but it's the anthropomorphosis of like a duck-billed platypus with a bear's body, with a whole load of arrows there and a bow. He's skating on the ice there. So what this Hieronymus Bosch deck has, in normal tarot, you have the 4 suits, and you have 14 cards in each suit. So it's 4 times 14. This deck has 8 suits, so the suits are more precise, but only 7 in each. So it's half of twice, if you see what I mean. So that's the mathematics on that one. If anybody is interested, then that's the way it's divided up or divvied up. So you got the 7. You got the 7 cards, and then the 8 suits there. But he did lots of this kind of art, morphing animals and making his own sort of hybrid animals and what have you. Some with humans. So this is the suit of. That's the suit of skates, which is obviously new. If you watch tarot, the suit of skates is not one you'll see all over the place. So we need the Baron of Skates. So in ascending seniority, you've got the Page, the Knight, and then the Baron. So he's 3 out of 7. So he's not halfway. So he's not the most evolved energy. Let's put it that way. What I'll do is I'll hold the card there. Troublemaker, confidence, fun, and enjoyment. A platypus-billed creature skates across the ice holding a bow with arrows tucked into his boot. The Baron of Skates is clearly up to no good. Shooting people on a skating rink seems like poor sportsmanship, but the Baron of Skates has great confidence in his abilities. He could stand on the shore and shoot at skaters, but that wouldn't be much fun, nor would it give him the opportunity to show off his skating ability in front of his victims. This card represents someone who is using their power abilities for somewhat nefarious purposes. It may be someone in a work environment, or it could simply be a prankster who wants to have some fun by making someone else look bad. If you are lacking confidence in your own abilities, take an inventory of everything you've accomplished recently. Consider what you're capable of achieving. Can you skate? Can you shoot? How about doing both of them at once? So someone's up to no good. Yeah, little critter. Well, we know that anyway because we've got the dagger here and we've got wrath up there with somebody with a knife in their hand. So, so if that's what you've been dealing with, let me just put the light back down. But we can see down here, the Queen of Cups is, if that signifies, let's say, your love life. There's been a tear in your pants, hasn't there? And it might have been caused by somebody else. If we're linking, this is your psychological state, and that's the physical state. Let me just do. Is that going to fall off? No, it'll be right. So it looks like you've come from a place of conflict and it's not quite over yet. Then we'll see how the current situation pans out a bit. Okay, so who's this? Oh, this is the King of Books. If I can pick him up. Books. So the corresponding elements, earth and air, means in the suit knowledge, intelligence, and learning. So that's a suit of books. So what it looks immediately as though is that based on all this conflict that's been going on, you decided to wise up and do some homework and figure out what's going on. Because the king is the second highest energy. Only the ace trumps the king. So let's do this again. Hidden knowledge, a wise counsellor, old age, or maybe you've got some advice from somebody. Maybe you found some advice. Our King of Books wears a heavy black cloak that obscures most of his body. His sombre, haggard appearance... Oh, it didn't look too bad, did he? Been on the gin, hasn't he? Anyway. His sombre, haggard appearance and grim face present a world-weary man. Oh, I know how he feels. In many ways, he is a perfect companion of the Queen of Books. Well, we haven't seen her yet, have we? In both visage and knowledge. Compare these figures with the Knight of Books, sharing everything he knows as he tries to win arguments. The King and Queen of Books are much like books themselves, that you must have patience and determination to learn their secrets. Okay, well, I mean, you can see he's concealing, he's taking his knowledge and he's using it for himself there, because he's obviously learnt the lesson of the Knight. Obviously, the Knight of Books is wanting to prove himself, but he falls foul of sharing too much, oversharing, giving too much information away. So as he progresses to the king, he learns to see everything, hear everything, and say nothing. Okay. So the King of Books is closely aligned with the Hermit in the classical tarot. He is a guardian of knowledge and prefers to be alone in quiet contemplation. This card may indicate that you should meditate to find the answers you seek. It is an excellent card to meditate upon or put on your altar to help guide your intention. Okay. So, and what have we got down here? Well, we've got the King of Swords. Well, that's somebody, excuse me. That's somebody coming. He's the man with the plan, isn't he? And he's the man with the knowledge of the Hermit. So it looks like your mind and your body are based on this threat. Your mind and your body are in perfect alignment here because you've seen off the threat. I mean, so we've got a queen here and a king here. So you might have had a bit of a breakup, Tower. But the Tower is often a blessing in disguise, so maybe you're with the wrong person. Maybe the Baron of Skates has... excuse me. Maybe the Baron of Skates has whipped her off. Great. Well, she's no good for you. She's no good, is she? Ding fu pook. That's the way the world goes around. So this is lovely because you've got the king here, the king there, the king there. So the King of Pentacles, you've ended up, well, you will end up as the King of Pentacles. So the Hermit and the King of Swords, with whatever, let's say, mended heart comes from this situation, you end up, it's almost done you, it's a blessing in disguise. It's done you a favour, isn't it? If you end up as the King of Pentacles, what more could you want? So this might not be you then. This might be something that you have to be careful of. Because to go from the Hermit to the Sin of Wrath is a bit of a leap. So I'm guessing this is what you've got to contend with. because you by you balancing yourself out. I mean, you got the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, King of Books, King of Pentacles. I mean, it's almost like an emperor ish. I mean, you're knocking on the emperor status or empress status there. So you, I mean, this was intentionally done. Somebody intentionally tried to sort of kneecap you with the Tower. And this isn't you talking to anybody. This is you gathering everything that you knew about yourself and pulling yourself together. It's almost like woken you up, shaking you about a bit. You're coming out of this with your nose, your head held high, and it's pissing people off, isn't it? And they're even angrier now, because what was supposed to take you down has actually propelled you forwards. That's got a funny way of doing that, isn't it? Excuse me, I'll read this one. So the Sin of Wrath. So was not happy. Not happy. So there's a little bit of blurb on the 7 deadly sins. Sin of Wrath. Are you ready? Anger, rage, inability, incompetence, conflict. What? Gonna look like when I chimney. An angry man is trapped inside a triangular table, as you do. Must have been a medieval pastime. Scattered carelessly on the ground are sharp objects. Where? I can't see them, can you? They must be on the bigger deck. I don't know what that is. Chewed a hairbrush. Ah, chewed the hairbrush. What is he? There we go. What? A quill brush. We can see that. And ice crampon. What's an ice crampon? Is that a crampon? I can't see. Anyway, we'll have to take the author's word for it, won't we? The screaming figure holds a knife with one hand as though ready to strike, but his other hand is tucked into his robe. Hardly a pugnacious stance. His current predicament and actions present wrath as a sensation to be avoided because the outcome won't be beneficial for anyone involved. Yeah, give it a swerve. This card could be warning you to brace for an impending conflict, but it could also be showing you the folly of engaging in conflicts unnecessarily. Consider 2 popular sayings among relationship counselors. Pick your battles carefully, and not every disagreement is worth dying for. Absolutamente. So, if you were thinking about getting revenge for this tower, I would say best not. Just walk away. Walk away. Not worth it. Because actually, if this has taken you from the Queen of Cups to the King of Pentacles, this process, then actually these people have done you a favour. You don't have to tell them this, but thank them for their efforts because it's actually elevated you. So what we've got here? Oh well, yeah, it's magically turned you into something better than you were before. The Conjurer. Careful how you say that. In French, le battleur, or the magician. There you go. So, abilities, creation, deception. The Conjurer is a perfect image of the magician found in the classical tarot decks. Upon the table are the tools of his trade, only lacking the sword. The Conjurer, oh, well, we've got one over here, haven't we? Oh, we've got 2, take your pick. The Conjurer, however, has a few more tricks up his sleeve. Ah, cunning. Along with the classic shell game he has set up on the table, there is an owl hiding in his basket and a tiny dog dressed as an elf or demon behind the table. There you go. There's a bear. He's got an owl in his back. There you go. It's full of tricks, isn't he? Health and safety wouldn't allow that these days, wouldn't it? He will conjure these animals for the audience as easily as the golden ball in his hand. There you go. And once the demon dog jumps through the hoop for a few times, the conjurer will be assured plenty of tips. This is before cable TV, obviously. Although the conjurer is tricking the audience, he isn't malicious or stealing their money. The conjurer's facial expression suggests he's performed the routine so often the joy has gone. More importantly, he's perfected his art to the point where he can perform it even when his heart isn't feeling the same passion as when he began his craft. At his core, the conjurer is a performer, actor, storyteller. This is a creative person who can spin gold out of straw and who possesses a healthy dose of sales ability. Any deception indicated by this card is not malicious. More likely, it is information that has not yet been revealed. So it's not that he's crafty or too. You can't think fast enough. So don't pin it on him. It's a bit like the fox. The fox isn't sly. He can't think any slower. So just because we can't think as fast as foxes doesn't mean that they're wicked or sly or anything like that. That's the wrong way around to look at it. That's the human ego getting in the way there. And just because we can't train them to do any jobs for us, we call them vermin. I think that's terrible. I mean, there's so much more to a fox than a rat, isn't it? You know what I mean? Anyway, get off my soapbox. What's this one? Illumination. Oh, the Hermit. Well, we've got. So they called that a Hermit card. So there's an awful lot of introspection going on here, isn't there? Okay. I used to go to nightclubs like that. So, revelation, knowledge, light in the darkness. Excuse me. Knights in armour are crawling out of a lit lantern, surrounded by other knights. Good night out then. And strange creatures. The people inside the lantern seem to be content where they are, but one knight, reaching from the top of the lantern, is striving for something further away. Oh, he's just doing show tunes. Despite achieving enlightenment inside the lantern, this knight is not content and wants to achieve an even greater goal. He represents the higher self striving for something better. Classically, this card in the tarot is the Hermit, an old man holding a lantern. Contemporary scholars connect the Hermit with Contemporary scholars connect the hermit with alchemical traditions and hermetic rituals, with the lantern symbolising hidden occult knowledge. Then we move on to the star afterwards, don't we? Well, after a fashion. Bosch's lantern represents the light of knowledge, with the contentment of the knights within providing a marked contrast to the chaos raging outside. They have found inner knowledge, freely accessible by anyone willing to step away from the hurly-burly of everyday life and engage in meditation until their eyes open in enlightenment. Illumination, the opposite of ignorance. Illumination is the opposite of ignorance, even though there may be, I thought it said hormones, there may be horrors hiding in the darkness. We must not fear to hold up the lantern to see what dangers lie ahead. There you go. Looks like the Peasants' Revolt, doesn't it? Just saying. Okay. No, is there anything? So that's nice. You got two majors. You got two majors then. I think that's all quite self-explanatory. I don't think we need any clarifiers on that. Someone try to do you down, you wised up, and you move off pretty much better. Just be careful of any backlash, though. Okay? Take good care.